Welcome back to Thirukkural a Day, Chapter 6, Kural 3. Illadhen illaval, manbanal ulladhen, illaval mana kadai. If his wife be eminent in virtue, what does that man not possess? If she be without excellence, what does he possess? Questions for you. When a crisis strikes, where does true worth reside? Is it in material possessions or in the ability to navigate challenges with skill and resourcefulness? The sight of the broken figurine hung heavy in the air. Vijaya's voice trembled as she gently took the headless porcelain from Captain Caspian's hand. It was very precious to me, she said, her usual briskness replaced by a palpable sadness. Captain Caspian looked genuinely contrite. Crikey, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Vijaya. I didn't mean to. He trailed off, looking at the delicate fragments in her hand. Rajamani placed a comforting hand on Vijaya's shoulder. It's alright, Vijaya. Accidents happen. Lata, surprisingly subdued, added, Yeah, Amma, it wasn't his fault entirely. Just as Vijaya was trying to process the loss of the heirloom, a more immediate crisis arose. A pungent smell began to waft through the house, accompanied by the distinct sound of dripping water. Blimey, what's that stink? Is it Mali again with his culinary experiments? No, it wasn't me this time. Captain Caspian wrinkled his nose. Mali, his culinary pride clearly dented by the earlier smoky incident, looked equally concerned. Rajamani investigated and quickly discovered the source of the problem. It's the plumbing in the downstairs bathroom, he announced, his brow furrowed. Looks like a pipe has burst. A collective groan went up from the crew. Vijaya sighed. Mrs. Vijaya, we can fix it. We fix pumps and pipes all the time. She brushed aside everybody and sprang into action. Years of managing the household during Rajamani's long absences had equipped her with a surprising array of practical skills. She knew where the main water shut-off valve was located and had a basic toolkit tucked away in the garage. Illadhen illaval, manbanal ulladhen, illaval mana kadai. If his wife be eminent in virtue, what does that man not possess? If she be without excellence, what does he possess? With focused determination, Vijaya located the shut-off valve, the dripping ceasing almost immediately. Then, armed with her trusty toolkit, she assessed the damage. The burst pipe was in an awkward spot, but she had a length of sealant tape and a couple of adjustable wrenches. While Rajamani looked on somewhat helplessly and the crew offered well-meaning but ultimately unhelpful advice, Vijaya set to work. She carefully cleaned the area around the leak and meticulously applied the sealant tape, ensuring a tight seal. It wasn't a permanent fix, but it would stop the immediate flow of water and prevented further damage. After what felt like an eternity, the dripping stopped completely. A collective sigh of relief filled the bathroom. Captain Caspian, who had been observing her efforts with a growing look of surprise, cleared his throat. Well, I'll be damned. You're quite the handy woman, Mrs. Vijaya. Ben nodded in agreement, and even Mali offered an impressed, You got skills, Mrs. Real skills. Lata, who had been watching with a mixture of curiosity and pride, actually offered a rare compliment. You were like that character in the anime Aquamarine Maiden who fixed the underwater reactor with just a hairpin and some seaweed. Vijaya, covered in grime and slightly flustered by the unexpected praise, managed a small smile. Rajamani looked at his wife with a newfound appreciation. He had always known she was capable, but seeing her take charge and expertly resolve the crisis, especially after the earlier chaos, filled him with a sense of renewed respect. You were amazing, Vijaya, he said sincerely. I don't know what we would have done without you. Vijaya felt a warmth spread through her A welcome contrast to the earlier stress and frustration. It was strange to receive such genuine praise from the very people who had inadvertently caused so much disruption. Just as Vijaya was starting to feel a sense of quiet satisfaction, Mali's nose twitched. Smells like something's burning again, Mrs. A plume of smoke was indeed beginning to snake its way from the kitchen. Vijaya's hard-won composure threatened to shatter once more. What culinary catastrophe had Mali managed to conjure up this time? She hurried towards the kitchen, the image of blackened pots flashing before her eyes. As she pushed open the kitchen door, she saw Molly standing frozen, staring at the oven with a look of utter bewilderment. Mrs., I ain't even touched it this time, it just started sparking. True enough, the oven was emitting a series of alarming, cracking noises and a faint smell of burning wires. This time, it wasn't culinary incompetence, it looked like a serious electrical fault.